Alright, this is session 31 of an ongoing series. Yeah, I did that joke a long time ago. I'm not going to continue that one. This is session 31. It was supposed to start 25 minutes earlier than it did, but because X splits the dick. But anyways. There we go. YouTube summary.
Alright,
and
now
then there's whistling sounds. Oh, okay, never mind.
Alright. Since I can't trust any of you to, well, except maybe Kyrio, to accurately recall the events last time.
I mean, that's true. I'm a dumb one. What do I...
Most of you are probably going to distort it in some way, shape, or form, especially Ralph.
Especially Ralph. Well,
Riley has never mistold a story. He's only ever told one story, but that's not the point.
Oh, the good point was made. 2 days. Mystery Dungeon DX comes out. I'm going to celebrate this while having a giant piece of burger in my mouth.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Shut up.
Don't make him come over there.
Shush, Riley. Tucker needs comfort food right now.
Oh, you think he's the only one?
You've got a comfort lizard.
I can't eat that.
I mean, you haven't tried hard enough.
well,
Now!
you could.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of both of you.
I beg your pardon, but it is time for the storyteller to do his recap.
Okay, sorry, Mr. DM. Go ahead.
Okay. Jolteon on a cloud, puts on reading glasses, opens enormous book.
Book falls through cloud.
Lands
Yes.
in Ralph's hands.
Lands in front of Riley, nearly smushes.
Riley kicks the book into the ocean. That's it.
Aww. That had pictures.
Anyway, do your thing.
Yes. Silliness aside. So, last time, you all had begun to progress through Hotel Obsidian Sky. And the Zoroark did not make it easy for you. There was no small amount of twisty-turny illusion maze BS, including one of the bodyguards from before. The chandelier that says lamp.
Newest fan favorite.
Yes, apparently very much a fan favorite, never to return, which will also be explained. And stalked after you guys and managed to get a confuse ray off on poor Tucker as you all were going up to 4 or 5, I believe it was. But as you progressed, eventually you made it to a room in one of the illusion maze spaces with a mirror, and Riley's reflection had Tiber in it. The Zoroark made a terrible mistake in trying to infiltrate Tiber's mind, which temporarily alleviated the illusion problem for the rest of that floor. And as they moved up to floor 6, everything seemed normal for a little bit, and then they started seeing scenery from out of the wild prairie and the big plains, which they had been to before. Because on their way up to the 4th floor, I believe it was, or maybe the 5th, the Zoroark sent an illusion and sampled the party's memories for things he could use. As you might imagine, this meant unpleasantness for everyone. But there was a decision on the 6th floor to split up. Or at the very least, Ralph split apart from everybody else, doing a Riley thing, for whatever reason I cannot still ascertain. And everybody else started going the other direction. Ralph encountered an illusion of old Ironsides, if any of you remember that crotchety old Rhyhorn that broke Riley's arm originally, way back when. And he got hit by it and then promptly paralyzed the illusion and then left. Pretty much negating the encounter in and of itself.
Like a boss.
You were the smart one. You were the smart one. You left the aggressive illusion behind. And then Ralph came to a lobby, and there was a bowl. One of the recurring themes of the illusions was, yes, there were glass bowls with nothing in them lying around. The party had taken to smashing them.
We
This
never
one was
had a
filled
conclusion with us. Why were there so many bowls?
Because leaving out, like, chocolates for guests?
That's a boring answer. It needs to be a mystery.
Why'd you
I mean-
ask?
Y'all can look into it whenever you feel like later. Just be a guest at the hotel, wander up the floors, see if there's actually candy in them. Or if there's something else.
The empty bowl signifying that we were not welcome there.
Ooh.
Ooh. You were not guests. But yes, this bowl had fruit in it. And an illusory Sandagast. Which Ralph proceeded to play poker with. Using sliced up fruit.
As you do.
Yes, yeah, as Ralph does. There is no one that can beat Ralph's uniqueness here. The others, however, went down a different direction and came across a very familiar clearing. The same clearing where they initially met the Shadow Scavenger pack. Can anyone guess who was waiting there if you weren't available last episode?
Get that smug grin off your face.
I felt like you're addressing children like, what do you see on the screen? That's right, it's a ball! Like,
No, it's Jigglypuff as seen from above.
Oh my god.
Oh, A+, 1,000,000 points.
Or Maile as seen in profile. Joking aside, it was the leader of the Shadow Scavenger pack, which ended up being very disquieting for poor Tucker. But, contrary to what happened last time, and also the same, Tucker and Brooke left while the illusion taunted them, and then Riley fought the illusion, only this time he lost by technicality.
Technicality.
I can feel Eragon's agitation from here.
Continue.
But before Riley could actually be knocked out and give Tiber a chance to run rampant in the hotel, Zoroark shows up and puts Riley to sleep, because he's not having that bullshit. He likes his hotel being mainly in one piece.
Well, joke's on him.
Yeah, joke's on him. But they don't understand that yet, because we're not at that point in the recap. So yeah, Riley was knocked unconscious for a majority of what happened after that. And then things got so much worse, because while Riley was fighting the illusion of the pack leader, Lamp caught up with Brooke and Tucker. And then proceeded to very nearly kill Brooke with an overheat that did too much damage than is rightfully allowable.
Nearly a flesh wound.
You say this, Sooty Scales, but you were nearly burned to death. And Brooke pulled through somehow. The accepted reason is he leader's countenanced himself and prevented himself from being knocked out. Which may or may not be true. But,
It's my story, I'm sticking to it.
Yep, this is fine. And then Brooke proceeded to chew the chandelier to death. There's no better way to put it. The chandelier is gone, lamp is gone, I'm sorry everybody. I didn't expect you all to really enjoy this personality-less random character, but
It's how it be, though.
You know, it's random what... A DM has trouble figuring out what the hell the players are going to be focusing on. During a session, they could get really invested in some random NPC you didn't care about. Adding an audience on top of that, to have extra people invested into things, makes that even worse, technically.
Beerus is just so sad. And he's defending the chandelier so much.
Imagine defending an attempted murderer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Beerus is the only one who's upset.
Yeah, it's just
doing his job. Yep, yeah.
That
Imagine
is-
your job being to incinerate people to death.
To be fair, they weren't necessarily given orders to incinerate and or consume you, but the Zoroark did tell you guys that the lamp was probably a little hungry. And chandelier eats souls!
Can you entirely keep a tight leash on a ghost type? I mean,
Yes, he's a dark type.
Yeah, but when he's
I
not
mean-
there.
Unless I'm mistaken, Brooke used Crunch.
Yep.
So yeah, that thing's gone.
Put a leash
It is
pretty well, actually.
It was crunchy.
It was
a
very
lamp.
crunchy.
Delicious glass.
Um,
Yum.
But after this,
Spicy.
the shade of the pack leader came back to haunt Brooke and Tucker in a most persistently malicious fashion. There was some lucky rolls, we'll say, and lots of Brooke encouragement to get Brooke and Tucker away from the shade. But they managed, and they met Ralph, who at this time had been contacted by another Zoroark illusion, who made commentary that he had never seen anyone react so violently to one of his illusions, thusly implying that, yeah, the illusions are partially not under his control.
The way they act and react depends on the other person that's affecting.
Yeah. Tucker's fears and trauma may or may not have made everything worse with that illusion.
Oof.
But yeah, Ralph had just started trashing the lounge because the Zoroark implied that Glide is going to have to pick up all the mess.
Yep.
And it was around here that Riley finally woke up, or broke free from the hypnosis, or whatever you want to call it. And they convened in the lounge as Ralph was still trashing it, and decided to move to the final floor.
They woke up because there was a explosion sound.
Yes. The Zoroark illusion made some commentary, but was cut off by vanishing and an explosion that rocked the building. The illusion maze and everything just ceased. And you all went up to the top floor, finding it about half demolished and covered in foliage.
It's really the eco-terrorists' fault. Every time a bomb goes off, Brooke has to kill a ghost.
It's becoming a trend, yes. Ghosts are the true victims to this eco-terrorism, apparently.
Apparently. But you made it to what remained of the Zoroark suite, finding him heavily damaged and not really feeling like entertaining guests anymore. Lizard was completely unharmed. Zoroark had a branch through his torso. Well, abdomen specifically. But yeah, so he basically told you guys, yeah, take your lizard and go. I have shit to do. My hotel is in shambles. And then pointed you to a room across the floor where I guess he keeps loot? Question mark? basically a trophy room where a warp pad is, that let you all warp down to the first floor of the hotel and leave. And that's when we ended it.
It's also worth pointing out that before we all left, the Zoroark did have the gall to offer Riley a sponsor position later on.
If he ever became a gladiator champion.
You say that like it's an if. Riley's gonna go back and teach Glad a very public lesson at some point.
Well, Glide's lost his sponsor, probably.
Doesn't mean he's lost his title as champion.
True.
This is
It just means he's broke. Which would be funny to see him on the street still as a champion, but I feel as though I still have to teach him a very public lesson and shame him.
I would say, like, well, he could have saved some money, but no, it's given his
You think he
personality
did?
type, he probably blew it on like fucking
It's probably got like a 10
things that are
pesos
not-
to his name.
blew it all on drugs and heroin. I don't know.
All in like 15 different versions of the same jacket.
I mean, that sounds fairly accurate. Not the drugs part.
I wouldn't doubt that either.
Oh man, that was a deep burp just now. But I didn't have the my hand on the control.
I mean, we didn't have to hear it in the first place.
I don't know. My street goers sometimes do care about that stuff.
Excuse me while I lightly bang my head on the wall.
I know our audience.
I should pat that wall.
So yes, you will have Lizard, who is clinging to Riley for dear life, and Riley is chewed up because the pack leader illusion used him like a chew toy. Brooke is crispy and probably smells like tasty seafood.
Why would you say that?
That's a weird statement.
Why would you say that?
Tucker is traumatized and mostly feral-minded, and Ralph is the only one who's gotten out of this pretty okay.
Yeah, Ralph had a card game. It's fine.
Ralph
I
had
mean,
fun.
It could have gone worse, but he did the smart thing and just walked away.
And Riley, beyond being injured, is also melancholic, I recall.
Yes,
Despite having Lizard back.
Riley is very depressed. What all are you gonna do now?
Well, we're gonna go get our stuff.
I want to ask if Lizard's okay. Or specifically ask Lizard if he is okay.
I'm alright. Are you okay? Lizard has wide eyes, looking at Riley's many bite marks.
Nothing that shouldn't heal. He didn't hurt you at all?
No, I don't think so. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. There's somebody else who needs to be sorry. And it's not you.
Lizard nods, still clinging to Riley. Ralph is moving on ahead at a brisker pace than everyone else because he's actually got the energy to do so.
It must be nice.
Ralph is the ray of sunshine for this party right now. Brooke saying a thing? I guess we should go back to the arena. We left our stuff back there. Brooke sighs.
Eventually, I'll be comfortable enough to recite my own lines.
This is fine.
And, you know, it's
You get like a text-to-speech for Brooke.
A flaky charcoal black bit falls off of Brooke's scales
Aw.
as he walks.
Well, I think unless he got off Tucker, he's still writing because he wasn't feeling too well to be on his feet.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Unless he elects to hop off. But...
Work is
He hasn't yet.
Can we? Oh, I guess it works.
Close enough.
Well, Tucker is just kind of... Well, he's sort of unwinding, but in a feral sense, because he still doesn't have his... He's still stuck to his instinctual side right now. Right now, really all he's focused on is that the danger situation is past, and that he still has his... the alpha that he's been focusing on, Brooke, riding on him. He still has to protect, he still has to take care. There's still injured people in the party. So, for the time being, it seems he remains a little less than sentient.
Who's going to accost us on the way to the arena? Car.
Well, there are Pokemon who are going to voice concerns about your health, but most of them are freaking the heck out because there was a terrorist attack on a frickin' hotel. A prominent hotel at that.
Oh, we can let the Zoroark figure that one out, and the PR nonsense I'm sure that's gonna cause. Not gonna commune with these people.
You don't have to. A great majority of them, including many Magnemite and Magneton, are heading over to deal with potential injuries.
Two very injured Pokemon walk away from the site of a terrorist attack a few minutes ago. No one's concerned.
They're more concerned for the people that are potentially inside the hotel, trapped and or dying? Question mark.
Also, it's clearly the same eco-terrorism as before, so I doubt this would be blamed on a bunch of Pokemon.
The water type, the dog type. It couldn't be blamed on the Munchlax who's spamming Metronome too much.
I suppose, but...
But they don't know how powerful Ralph is.
I mean, he was in the arena a minute ago.
I'm sweet and innocent and couldn't hurt a fly. Gone.
Right. Couldn't hurt a fly. Says the Pokemon that pulled out a frickin' ice hammer when they first encountered the pack leader.
Couldn't hurt a Flygon?
Yeah, Ice Hammer would definitely hurt a Flygon.
Well, gosh darn it. I didn't realize until too late. Moving on.
Brooke said a thing.
Brooke will mention that the Zoroark was on the top floor and clearly injured to one of the passing officers. The Magneton will give a nod to Brooke and recommend that they immediately seek treatment for what are possibly the highest degree of burns that it has seen in a long time. That weren't still burning.
Wait, who's got the worst burn?
Brooke!
Brooke? Oh, wait, he's getting analyzed, you say?
No, the Magneton was responding to Brooke telling him about the Zoroark's injury by basically thanking him and going that Brooke should be checked out because those are the worst burns I've seen that weren't still burning on a person.
Fair. Sorry for missing that. I was dealing with chat thing.
It's alright. Yeah, I'll do that, Brooke says, heading for the arena again. Or in this case, probably steering Tucker toward the arena.
Honestly,
yeah, more or less.
Yeah, honestly, all
his ears.
Honestly, yeah, just a pat to the side of the head would get him to go basically anywhere you need him
like
to.
handlebars.
Well, he's fat enough to probably have handlebars, but.
Mon story told.
It does seem like Ralph is being our lead, so I guess Tucker would know just to kind of follow the leader in this situation.
So as you all follow Ralph to the arena, it looks like the tournament, or at least the award ceremonies, were put on pause. Because it looks like the lobby is packed with Pokemon. And poor me and Xiao Machamp are doing their darndest to keep everyone calm, especially since, well, they're supposed to be safe inside the arena because there's supposed to be a barrier preventing stray shots and crap going into the stands.
Is the barrier on the outside of the arena too?
I mean, I'm sure
Oh,
it's
so
not
it's
a
like a
one-way
refugee sort of
barrier. That would be lame, because then they could like throw stuff at the gladiators they don't like.
That probably added a thing to the arena. You're doing your thing like a soda can hit you to the side of the head.
Donk.
Freaking like Paper Mario.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta go into the stands and kick somebody and drag them and drop their thing.
Alright, let's head into the crowd and be like, step aside, champion's coming through, move it.
Oh god.
What were you trying to say, Kyrio?
Oh, I just said it was like a refugee sort of situation.
Yeah. It's that Pokemon aren't trying to really seek refuge in the arena, they're trying to leave. You know, like people that don't realize they're actually safe in a location.
Oh, I see.
But as things stand, it looks like a decent majority are still here, gladiators and all. Though, none of you can see Pangoro or Rise, whom you know were here.
Do we? We never saw them during this whole event.
Did you not?
No,
I mean, we could have seen them
Probably
incidentally,
assume that
but
they were here.
yeah.
we didn't know for sure.
Ah, you did not know they were here. I keep forgetting that because the audience kept their insistent. Tucker, you
What?
catch a glimpse of V and Umbreon, but they're already sort of like shuffling off elsewhere. It doesn't look like they're leaving. But they are trying to avoid the crowd. Though it looks like that's mostly because currently V has to stand on Umbreon's head like an island.
That's kind of a great idea. that's a great visual image. Honestly, being around crowds and seeing V does instill a little bit more of a remembrance into Tucker's brain, bringing back a little bit of his sentience. It is fading back in slowly, but seeing his boss kind of made it align a little bit better. As in, oh yeah, wasn't there something that I was involved with this?
So what would you all like to do now that you've entered and you're sort of wading through the crowd of sort of semi-panicked, sort of clamoring Pokemon?
Well, where's the nearest person? Looks like they work here. I want to go get my stuff. And GTFO.
Front desk, which is being crowded by other Pokemon. Which would
Right,
be
I'm
Lee
going
and Xiao and
to-
Machamp.
I'm going to
You
push
just
my
head
way.
to the locker room or wherever it is.
Dude, aren't they lockers locked though? It will need like a what's its face to open them for us.
The pack
We
rat.
could look for the Rattata or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
There's the Patrat and... Oh, that's right, there was the Rattata.
I remember him.
I
Alright.
think I can walk from here, Tuck. Burke says, sliding off so as to make traversing the crowd easier.
Tucker just kind of murmurs a little bit and hunkers down on the floor for a second to make it easier.
Alright, no, that's a good enough idea. I guess I'll go push my way to the locker rooms then.
Basically, carrying Lizard with you does not make traversing the crowd easy. As several times you are jostled by the crowd, and it nearly drags Lizard away from you.
Oh no, it does not. My force strength is making good use of itself.
Indeed. Brooke still leans a bit on Tucker as they move forward. The pooch stands strongly at that, letting himself be a crutch. Where is Ralph headed?
I mean, we know where the lockers are, right?
You remember where the lockers are, yes.
I think I'll head directly there to, make sure. Yeah, I think we'll just head directly there.
Oh, Carrick
Alrighty.
drew us a thing. I'll go ahead and post that. He said, I tried. You did try.
You tried. It's cute.
It's still cute.
As you all sort of head towards the locker room, this time mostly led by Riley, who has been very determined, and Ralph just sort of parting the waves of people just by being. I can only imagine he rationalizes that by being just that awesome.
Yeah. Just like, yeah, they're making way for the champion.
Soak it all up.
Step aside, no autograph.
Riley, as you turn a corner, a Chansey nearly bowls you and Lizard over before skidding to us.
Ironic.
Oh no, not more.
Oh,
More what?
Then the
More what?
Then the Chansey squints. Wait a minute, didn't we treat you all earlier?
Probably at the end of our last fight.
yeah, probably. We get hurt a lot. We're gonna get. He, I point at Riley, is way better at it than I am. He's like the master of getting hurt.
The Chansey pulls on their head frill things. How did you get hurt this badly? Wait, you were the finalists for the team match, right? How did you get hurt this badly in the span of an hour?
You know that big explosion next door?
That was you?
No, my gosh, think that is. That's a joke. Yeah, anyways, no, we were like, about here to, he points at like a potted plant or something about the same distance away. About that close. It's about from here to that wall.
Next, it's just going to pull out a ruler, like, I'll get the exact centimeters. Hold on.
The Chansey looks at Ralph, looks at the potted plant, looks back at Ralph. I'm going to go get the others.
Right. Is the egg in your pouch edible?
This
Can I
Chansey does
have it?
not have it in her pouch.
Oh, if you don't have an egg, okay, then he doesn't say that.
Yancho, Machamp, help! You hear the Chansey calling down the hall, trying to speak over the crowd. Thankfully, the closer you get to the... oh, sorry. That's not entirely inaccurate, at least, Perk mutters to himself. But, the closer you get to the locker room, the fewer Pokemon there are sort of crowding the hallways. And you make it there. Most of the lockers are already opened and emptied of their contents, likely by gladiators who wanted to leave. But the one in which, well, ones, I should say, in which your bags have been stuffed, are still locked.
Is there anyone around to unlock them?
Not right now.
Is it feasible for me to rip the door off of my locker?
You would need to let go of Lizard and give me a strength check.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yes, you can if you feel like it.
Okay. Well, we're kind of in a hurry. They can take it out of our wings if they figure out it was us.
Okay, go ahead and roll strength. You beautiful meatheads.
No, there's probably a smart way to do this that's like we're not seeing.
I would like to mention I only asked if I could possibly do that, not necessarily if I was going to do it.
Sometimes the direct answer is the best answer. Sometimes it's not, but sometimes it is.
Why does Ralph's smile only have a parenthesis? Just idle question, I know, but...
Because at some point I probably had it highlighted and...
Yeah, that one issue where we accidentally typed into a box without noting. Could have been somebody else, too.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, you yank on the locker you're pretty sure is yours, and rattle it for a bit, but you can't pull it out. Someone else is free to make an attempt if they want.
Let's see here.
Well, I'm gonna pass.
There is also... In the room, there is also the table, the chairs, the sofa. The break room things, basically.
Right. Is there like a waste basket or something?
Yes.
Let's see if we can't get a hairpin or like a paperclip or something.
Well, he does that. I guess I'm just gonna go take those and sit down.
Unfortunately, there's just generic trash in the waste bin. You cannot find any of those small metal items that most Pokemon have no use for.
Realizing it would probably be a good idea, Tucker actually kind of walks Brooke over to a seat as well.
Now, let's see. Do I want to wait in that line? I really don't. Yeah, maybe it'll be fun. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Ralph's just gonna go back to the front desk and wait in the quote-unquote line.
Brett's gonna take
You
the
guys
seat
wait
and
here, I'll
relax.
go get the key.
Seeing Ralph leave, Tucker just kind of ends up sitting on the ground at the feet of Brooke, just kind of attentive.
Riley is quite notably sitting with a almost vacant look in his eyes.
Oh. Lizard has got their head on Riley's lap, looking up at him very concerned. Ralph is moving into the throngs of other Pokemon. I assume he's going to try and get to the front of the line as quickly as possible without being rude.
No, without being too rude. Excuse me, step aside, champion come through.
What's on your mind, Riley? Brooke will ask. Brooke, by the way, give me an insight survival nature.
So look into my emotions?
No.
I'll wait for that to be resolved before I say anything. Wow.
You smell ozone.
Oh.
Brooke tenses.
I don't think now's the time and place for this conversation, Brooke. Because I'd probably be able to sense the unease from Brooke, even if I can't see Deadeye.
And Tucker, technically focused on his alpha right now, also gets right back to his feet and sort of watches the entrances. Also, his fur
Agreed.
bristling a bit.
Agreed, Brooke says. Of course, the person you're waiting for doesn't arrive immediately. Though they don't necessarily, Great, I blanked. Thank you, brain. Thank you. But they don't necessarily come in looking particularly smug or malicious. Ralph, fortunately, is far enough away to not have to deal with this.
Thank God.
Just has to deal with a family of Dugtrios that are currently taking up the space at the foot of the lobby desk.
Hey, you guys, hurry up. I don't want to go home.
One of them is a Loneland. Hey dude, wait your turn.
Fabio.
Okay, fine, but they should really get a VIP line for VIPs like me. I'm a champion, you know.
So, everybody here's in a panic. We need to know that we're gonna be okay.
Well, of course you're gonna be okay. I'm the champ.
Urge to punch rising.
A Lowland Dugtrio looks Ralph up and down. Sure. Sure you are. I know you from somewhere. Not. And they turn around and go clamoring at the Miancham. Yep.
Oh, I wish Riley was there to see that.
Was
He
it
flew
the
along
drunk
there.
that tried to ask out a
You're like
lamppost?
that. You win the
Same guy.
Don't get any respect.
Really, I'm not gonna follow through on that.
It's okay, Ralph. One day they will all know your name.
Is that the drunk guy?
Not as the drunk guy.
Not yet, anyway. He's only not drunk because I took his alcohol.
Do you still have that?
It's in my bag. But yes,
Oh,
I
right,
still,
you do have it.
I still have it.
No wonder
So
Ralph
much
wants to
more
get in
drink.
there.
Yeah, he's freaking drunk.
I will be
Deadeye
right back.
arrived
I'm gonna grab
after
something out of the
you.
fridge.
Okay. I will munch on Doritos then.
I wonder if he got the name Deadeye before or after he lost his eye.
Clearly after.
I'm gonna
It's
say after.
It's a double meeting, though. He might just be a very good shot.
Alright, back.
Now I wonder if he has a gun.
I mean, the
What
guns
happened?
are canon now.
What
Water
happened while I
guns,
was
at
gone?
least.
Did something happen while I was
Nothing.
gone?
We're talking about Deadeye.
Oh, fair.
Deadeye
Local
arrives
Jones.
after
Watch
a few
distributors.
tense minutes of waiting. She, Why did I say she? Deadeye is not a she.
I was kind of perplexed with that one too.
Wow.
Interesting
I'm
plot
on
twist.
the ball today, aren't
An
I?
interesting plot twist.
Yes, Deadeye has suddenly produced memories out of nowhere.
It's 2020. Don't judge.
He's a
When
lizard,
metronome
isn't he?
goes wrong.
Moving on from my vocal blunders. He comes in and he looks bored. Or maybe disappointed. They stand in the doorway, staring almost condescendingly at all of you. And what blender did you all go through?
Ask a glide.
Of course.
Oh, I'm totally gonna be keeping an eye out for Glide.
You don't see him. You see Jawson. He's trying to entertain and calm down people by juggling meat bones.
Of course he is. He's a stand-up guy.
I bet I could juggle if I tried. Hey, Doug Drill, you done yet?
Deadeye. Brooke greets. Obsidian Sky is probably gonna need some renovations for a while, though. We heard the explosion from here. I thought somebody had done something to the arena, but I didn't sense anyone using Earthquake. Oh well. Deadeye frowns. It's slight, but noticeable. I feel cheated. And then he turns around and starts to walk away.
Ooh, does he walk by my...
Deadeye does not head for the lobby. Deadeye doesn't seem to be a big people person, so this may be unsurprising.
I would never have guessed.
Hey, maybe we can still have that match later? There's a pause. And Deadeye leans over so you all can see his head. And for once he takes off his hat. Just tipping it to you all. If you want to waste your challenge on me, go right ahead. Hopefully you'll be more entertaining than the last. There are too few worthy of this place. Not that any of you are even close. I'm afraid I'm not that suicidal, Burke says with a smirk. But the arena isn't the only place a Pokemon can fight. In the blink of an eye, Deadeye is before Brooke. There's a knowing smirk lining across his face. His hat is back on. And this close you can see the wear on his scales. Little scars here and there, mostly hidden by his long frill. You don't want to face me out in the open, little dial. Here I have to restrain myself. Out there, that's survival, kid. Just be careful with your choices. You might not live to regret them. Burke blinks at the sudden movement, unsure what just happened. Right.
Though he is shivering a bit too, Tucker's instinct with Deadeye approaching and saying those words is to move between him and Brooke and Deadeye. Not necessarily in full aggression, but definitely acting as a barrier just in case.
Riley will stand up as well, giving Deadeye sort of a side eye. Survival, huh? Interesting. Because I'm fairly certain if it wasn't for your master, you'd be dead too.
Riley is... sorry, not Riley. Lizard is clinging to... Yeah, I'm having problems. Yes.
What are names?
What? Yes, what are names? Names are things. Lizard is clinging to Riley's hand, tugging at him, sort of making small no noises. Deadeye's head snaps, looking directly at Riley. The socket in your vision glows a violent red. You have no right. He takes a step towards Riley. The electricity and smell of ozone in the room increasing. No privilege to speak on my master. His eyes narrow.
You can believe what you want.
I will enjoy showing you your place.
Get in line.
It's a shame that you're of the same species as him.
I
It's
agree.
almost like a sad mockery. It would be almost fitting if you actually won against me. Took his coat for your own. There's a mild look of amusement on Deadeye's face. Tucker does start to growl now, teeth baring nervously. But you will never be worthy. Not as you are. I can already tell. His eyes narrow as he gives a thin-lipped smile. But come back and prove your worth again. After all, that's why my master made this place. Till next time, tentative champions. Another blink, and he's gone. Hey, no, relax, Brooke says, pulling Tucker back.
Oof.
The dog whines at that command, looking back to Brooke with ears lowering, calming a bit. Brooke sighs, as though he was holding his breath the whole time. Ralph,
Riley will sit back down and just look at the floor.
Lizard will hug onto Riley, shivering. Ralph, you have made it to the front desk. Finally. Although it has required using some of the aforementioned Doug Trio as footstools.
It's a good
I'm
thing.
sure they're thrilled.
Wait. Before I do, I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna see if I can't see what the bottom half of them looks like.
You cannot.
No. Oh shoot! I should ask him. Say great dates before you go. Do I catch them before they leave?
The Alolan Doug Trio stops. Gives Ralph an annoyed.
So it's kind of weird, but what do your feet look like? Can I see your feet?
Oh my god, not that question.
No. That's
Nah,
weird.
dude. That's a Doug Trio thing.
I'm fine.
Oh, they do that
Anyway.
for Doug Trios, dude. And they basically do the Doug Trio equivalent of moonwalking out of the arena.
What is that?
Backwards digging.
When I get great at metronome, I'll have to use transform, and then I'll know. Hey, I lean into. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with that. I lean into the desk and one locker key, please, for the camp. That's me on the camp. Champion Ralph.
The Mian Shao and the champ that own the arena are looking rather exasperated, but it seems like they're getting people to at least agree to head back to their seats for the reward ceremony. Though, the Mian Shao looks worse off emotionally than the Machamp. I'm sorry, what? Oh. Oh, after we heard you'd all run off.
We had some important business to do, but you
Can
know.
only imagine.
Oh yes, we're very important people, very busy.
Yes, well, the explosion kind of put the reward ceremony on hold. So, could we please beg you and your team to just stay until the fireworks ceremony so we can do the rewards then?
Maybe I was kinda hoping to meet someone, but yeah, I guess.
Who you meeting, little brother?
So I was gonna meet it. It's no one really, just a really cute Maile.
Good on you, brother! Oh god, I can't do the voice.
That's fine.
I tried. Machamp praises Ralph for his ability with the ladies. Me and Xiao just has their arm floppy things over their face. They give Ralph the necessary locker keys after rummaging through the little drawer behind the lobby desk. Here, this is a disaster. At least they aren't asking for a refund. We can ask for refunds! Oh no.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Anyway, thank you.
No! No, don't leave me here!
You'll be fine.
You can't ask for a refund after the show's
Okay,
over.
guys, I got it.
No,
Yeah,
but-
well,
I mean, you
now
can.
Now there are several rather annoying Pokemon attempting to get refunds out of the poor me and Xiao. And
Including
Machamp
V.
is just
Of course,
Yes.
VP.
yes.
I love this picture, by the way.
Oh yeah, I didn't. There wasn't really a time to comment on it, but that's pretty great.
Cool cats don't look at explosions.
The implication that we all got out of it a lot better off than we did.
Lizard looks kind of like a parrot.
He does, actually.
Just a little, but
Burb.
it's fine. Hold Salandit like Borger.
Don't hold him like a burger.
Must hold like Borger.
No.
Just put them between two buttons. They look cute.
I will kill you.
Anyway, so Ralph, you come back, and you smell like the heavy ozone smell as you return down the hallway.
Do I recognize it?
You do. It reminds you of electric types, and there's only one electric type in recent memory that really stands out.
I come back, I'm like, oh, did I just miss the jerk? I wanted to go. Anyways, I got the keys.
Ralph is returned to the locker room with keys.
Yep, and with disappointment that he didn't get to banter with the jerk.
We've gotten electrocuted.
Oh no.
That was not in character.
Deadeye's kind of intense. He's just kind of condescending, Brooke says with a chuckle. Clyde's a jerk.
Yeah, Red Eye's too big for his britches. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips, but he's really only all that and a piece of toast. There we go.
Anyway, you all retrieve your bags in varying fashion.
Right, I now have my healing items.
Okay, so they asked if we could stay into the fireworks because they're busy. So So are you gonna be doing that, right?
Why are you asking me?
Well, cause you're the most likely to leave.
I guess we should. Deadeye isn't gonna fight us at this point. Luke says, might as well get our prize.
Cause he's a little... Yeah.
Now I'm curious what Ralph had in mind there.
Me too, Bentley.
I don't think we want to know.
Yeah. Tucker just kind of expresses. It's clear his mind is kind of unclouding at this point.
Brooke munches the oranberry and heals 1 damage and is slightly less crit. Oh, I can't delete it. Oh well, I'll move it.
You got a promote car.
No worries.
Once Brooke is done with his own berry, Riley's gonna speak up again. Brooke,
Oh gosh, what was that?
I don't know what that was. That was me speaking up and just saying one word. Thank you.
Oh gosh, it's Eragon talking. What is that noise?
Well, it's almost like I'm here.
No, I heard the sound of like 50 Discord notifications going off like at once. Like it was like.
And this is
That's
why
the
I don't have my
woodpecker
sounds
inside
on a
of
lot
your
of times,
head.
even though people tell me to turn them on. This is why I don't have them on.
I'm going to toss my own berry to Brooke too.
Oh. Well, and I guess Brooke recovers another HP if Brooke accepts it.
Well, I'm throwing it to him, so he can't exactly not take it.
Okay, Charm, you go take your break now, alright?
Alright, a quick little break, guys. I won't be too long. Just something came up.
Everybody go ahead and grab water. We'll treat this as a form of downtime for a short while.
Right, I will answer that when we resume, I guess.
Yeah, I will read Brooke's thing when we resume. Here, have it.
Well, thank you.
I don't know if you want.
Don't have room for this with my notes on this table.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, you know, we should be telling jokes or something while, to keep people occupied.
You can. I won't stop you.
Okay. So, okay, oh, and don't worry about me just talking to you. This part will just be not canon. So, let's see. Some jokes, Oh, okay, here's a good one. One time, I saw Riley think something through. That's the joke.
Nah, that's just mean.
I didn't think you were still listening.
Doing it behind my back does not make it better.
No. Before we start, I just talk about random stuff that I'll use around for. So, I finally got a good phone that can do Discord. Because before I was using a flip phone still, because I'm a Scrooge McDuck, and the flip phone cost me $15, but the flip phone's dying, and I'm surprised at how much sharper the lecture the emotes look on the phone. It's like some of the emotes that were blurry and pixely on the computer are like super sharp on the phone. Oh no, you're the smartest ever, Jack Red. Smartest guy ever. And I would love some keys. Mr. Jack Red, I would love some keys.
Ralph, you're cheesy enough. You can control probability.
I suppose. Oh, my favorite pickup line. Let's see. Hey girl, did you just use Whirlwind? 'Cause you blow me away. How's that?
Wow.
Not very effective.
I must be a dumb trio 'cause I'm digging you.
All right.
Yo, a Brock line. That would do my favorite Brock line. Joke cookie.
I double heard myself there. That was weird.
Yeah. Wait, I gotta say the best Brock line.
Oh.
It's okay. I don't care that it's rainy. I can turn my frying pan into a jar.
Oh, fuck me. Brock, yeah, fuck. I remember that. That's the best. That really is the best Brock line. He sounds so proud of himself as he's saying, like, I just realized this could work.
Yeah, like he just
I think that wasn't that the Charmander episode, and Ash was like running back dramatically from to get the Charmander to run back the Charmander to the Pokemon Center? And then Brock decides to crack that in the middle of that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Oh dude, Brock, I'm all Brock, holy shit. Like, I say this both the smartest and the stupidest things.
I mean, Tubby, Brock was one of the most well-loved Pokemon
He's the
characters.
best character.
Rock?
He's the best,
You're-
like partner character.
He is the best.
Also,
I don't care with the updated animation. It doesn't have Brock, therefore 0 out of 10.
sorry for the delay. The food I ate at the beginning of stream did not agree with me whatsoever. I think I should be okay now. I can focus better without abdominal pain constantly. Yay.
Yeah, I was worried as we kept going, and it was kind of slow. It's like, you know what? You need to go do your break thing.
Oh, it's okay. I was holding out until a good break point.
I've also realized that I switched to push to talk and haven't been pushing.
Oh. Yes, that would be a problem.
Do you remember to push?
Or
That's what she said.
See?
I will come in there.
Yeah!
I will. I don't know what I'll do. This probably should not be recounted in a public setting, whereas the evidence can be used against me in the
I've
future.
already been punished just a moment ago. I'm fine. Don't you worry. Also, what is this? Is this Tucker?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why he's blue. That's all. Okay. This is Tucker in a skin tight jumpsuit. It's blue.
I think he's supposed to be like a guard.
Guard uniform. It looks like he's like, yeah, I kind of see it. Guard dog, literally. Police dog. K9 unit. Something like that.
But moving on, Burke is catching the Oranberry. Oh, Burke catches it. You sure you don't need it? You look pretty beat too.
You need it more than I do, Brooke.
Huh, Tucker's the only one that hasn't gotten hurt, actually.
Riley is notably not even holding eye contact as he speaks.
Well, though physically uninjured, it does seem like the small break seems to be helping Tucker a little bit. Just being able to sit down and not do something for a second, because his pains are more... Well, his issues were more mental and instinctual. He does kind of come back to his senses slowly.
Burke looks at Riley a bit and nods, eating the second berry. Thanks, Riley.
Yeah. Don't mention it.
Burke is feeling better.
We will sit on the bench with them. There we go.
Ralph sits on the bench. He creaks a bit.
Tucker remains, say, at the floor. Even as his thoughts recoalesce, and he even winces recounting some of the stuff he went through, but he's able to handle it a bit better now. But regardless, he still kind of just wants to be at Brooke's feet right now. He looks to the others, though. Notably to Riley. He's not sure what to say exactly, because he does see that something's bothering Riley that he can't quite tell. Are you alright? Yeah, we have Lizard back. He tries to point out a positive.
Yeah, it's the most important thing. I'll heal.
The pooch thinks for a second, and then quietly pads back to his feet before shifting a little bit to the other side of the, I think it's a sofa, of some sort. Instead, sitting next to Riley's feet and nudging them a bit with his back. Just trying to provide a little warmth and softness.
Riley notably finds a angle in which he's neither looking at Brooke or Tucker.
The dog's ears droop to this, but he remains there.
Lizard does their best to hug Riley. What a day, Brooke says. Feels like this morning was a month ago. But
Oh,
I think it was more than a month ago at this point, actually.
Holy shit.
It's been a long day.
That stealth reference passed by me for a second.
Lizard's eyes start to well up with tears. And they cover their face with their little hands. I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Hey, no, not at all. It's that big dumb jerk like's fault. That stupid guy. Yeah, now, Lizard, you are a part of Team Tier. They would go and rescue anyone of our team.
Poor Lizard sniffles and nods, rubbing at their face.
Tucker actually sits up at this, doing that thing that have you ever seen a dog do this where they're concerned about somebody that's like up on a couch? They put their snoot around the edge of the cushion and look up. He does this little snoot thing with the sofa, nudging, kind of booping Lizard's leg and giving it a lick.
I did notice that.
Oh, what?
Ralph said lizard.
Got the name right.
Oh, I didn't even fucking... Yeah, it's a good point, actually.
Yes, that was intentional, by the way. Like, yeah.
But Lizard quavers.
Riley will pick up Lizard and pull him into a hug.
Yeah, I find it pretty amusing that when the little title card was drawn first, we had no idea that Lizard would become a permanent fixture in our party. We just happened to be dragging him along the first.
That wasn't Lizard.
That was somebody else.
That was another
a different
slab.
lizard.
Though it does end up being kind of appropriate.
It's super appropriate, and I love it.
Yeah.
I still feel bad about the drawing though.
Bad? Why?
Nah, that was one of the initial points of your adventure. It was important.
I am pouring lemonade. Sorry, I forgot to mute my mic. Lemonade is good.
He says while continuing to pour with mic unmuted.
Look, I'm holding two objects. I'm not going to bother at this point.
Hit it with your face! Coward!
No. I'm going to break it if I do that.
Please, no breaking of things.
It's chilled lemonade, too.
Poor Lizard just quavers and sobs for a while. They honestly, truly do feel bad. You all can basically get out of his... of poor Lizard's blubbering that You all are the only family they've ever had.
Mhm.
The only ones who've treated Lizard nicely. You feel like a bird. Like they've taken advantage of the kindness. Been nothing but trouble. And still you're so kind.
Tucker seems to have the inclination to maybe hop up next to Riley to snuggle Lizard a little bit more, but he seems to second guess himself after the look he got from, or the lack of a look he got from Riley. Instead of kind of wandering back over to Brooke's side. But still keeping an eye on Lizard to make sure he's okay.
Riley will say very softly to Lizard, "I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me."
It's not your fault, Riley. I should have stayed close, but I didn't.
Tucker's ears droop in a bit of thought. I'm sorry I wasn't keeping a better eye on you. You were with me and I should have kept an eye on you.
I'm the one who lost track of you, Tucker. It's not your fault. I'm a bad lizard.
No, you're not a bad lizard. The dog just kind of tucks his tail, feeling bad that Lizard feels bad.
It's my fault. No one would have had to kept an eye on anyone if I hadn't pissed Glide off. All this could have just been avoided.
There's a very slow clap sounding from the doorway.
And who is it?
One good lean over, and any of you would be able to see its Glide. Just smirking, leaning on the doorframe.
Okay, Glide.
You know
not
what?
Gonna...
Oh, give me a sec. I'm going to change the music, I think. I feel like it's appropriate.
Indeed.
The question is, should it be the champion song or should it be something more... Thought?
Be gone, thought?
No, like, I need a thought. Help me with thought. Dog needs thought brains for brain dog. What? Help brain with thoughts. Yes.
Dramatic boss music? Question mark.
Dramatic boss music, nasty jerk music.
Nasty jerk music. Do I have nasty jerk music?
Can
Let's
we all
see.
just agree that this jerk is the one at fault, Burkass? Hey, I haven't done anything. Glide just holds his hands up in a defensive sort of gesture. But his smug smile says otherwise. What a touching moment. Is that why you guys were a little short in the finals?
No, we just, it was unfair for the other team.
Your
We
boss
were so
fired
much-
you, Glide.
I'm sure
Oh, yeah.
Zoroark would disagree with you there, Burke says.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, you probably lost your sponsorship.
His smug look fades. I really wouldn't joke about that if I were you.
Yeah, no, I'm
Don't
pretty
believe
sure.
us? Go talk to your friend.
Okay,
Yeah, well,
I just to interject, I decided on Brooding Crisis. Maybe slightly over dramatic, but I think it works.
yeah, so you can talk to him. We'll be here till the fireworks, so you could get back to us. But yeah, he's not happy with you.
Hell?
I'm sorry to say, I actually missed part of that because I was trying to find music.
Be careful. He's kind of annoyed by the eco bomb that went off in his office. Wait, that was the explosion? What do you mean he's not my sponsor anymore? Lucario
Well,
twitches.
Well, we
Poked the
kinda,
wrong beehive, Goliath.
we kinda, sorta, may have trashed it a little bit, you know, not much, and I kinda convinced them that it was your fault.
You what?
I said I kind of convinced him that it was your fault.
During all this, Tucker's gotten to his feet, and he's actually gotten into quite an aggressive stance towards Glide. His fur bristling, his back arched. Tucker actually seems very upset.
The laughter in Ralph's voice was canon when he responds with "I said." he really is smug about this.
Tucker just...
I oughta... Tucker, Burke warns, but doesn't tell him to calm down. The Lucario advances.
Ralph, hold on to Lizard for a minute. I was gonna pass Lizard over to Ralph and stand up.
Okie dokie.
Right, no. The lizard squeaks, small, terrified, passed over to Ralph. The aggressive Lucario's aura flares to life. Beat you so black and blue they won't even recognize you.
Try
the
me.
point of technicality, he already is black and blue.
Shut up, you walking garbage can! You're next.
Why would you do something like this? Tucker just sort of outbursts.
Why? Because I'm above little wimps like you, that's why. And I'm not gonna let you trample all over my title.
And yet you didn't have the balls to challenge me to a one-on-one.
Buck.
You had to... Ralph, shut up.
Okay.
You had to resort to this. Pathetic. As much as I would like to knock you into next week, you're honestly not worth it.
Not worth it. I'll show you who's not worth it. Let's see if he runs into a wall. Almost.
What would I have to roll to trip him? As he speeds forward?
Knockdown, actually.
Ah.
I would have you... Okay, you would need to evade first and then knockdown.
Alright. Would the knockdown be a multiple action thing?
Brooke said a line, though.
Yes, I'm going to let him roll while I do Brooke's line.
Okay.
You really want to pick a fight? Burke asks. Champion causing a scene outside the arena would not be great for your reputation.
Tucker honestly looks ready to attack himself. The only thing seeming to stop him, to cause him hesitation, is, well, that warning from Brooke.
Alright, so I've succeeded, so just roll knockdown at a -2.
Yep.
Also, Glide was attacking?
Well, I just used extreme speed.
Oh.
Wow, that's not a great roll, but it is a success.
So, Riley seems to have intended to trip this guy up, and due to extreme speed being extreme speed, not only does he trip Glide up, but he gets flipped in the air 360 degrees in the process. Riley does, I mean.
Do I stick the landing?
Roll me dexterity to see if you stick the landing.
How many successes do I need to stick the
Glide
landing?
goes tumbling into the wall.
Woo!
Wow. Yeah, Riley
landing.
just sticks the landing for this one. Ah.
Tucker would like to interject immediately. Not by completely attacking, but he is putting up a Dark Pulse. He is swirling his emotions between the two. I guess I'll roll to see if it works in the right place, though.
Yes, please.
I think that's 4 now.
Swirling waves of darkness peel out of Tucker's shadow. They roil and writhe like tendrils between the two Pokemon.
The dog stares right
Between
at
them.
Glide, making sure he's aware that if he wants to keep this up, he's going to deal with more than just Riley.
Riley might be more than he can handle.
Almost as if in response to your own stare, the tendrils seem to develop eyes. Familiar, disturbing eyes. Vestiges of what you experienced recently. Brooke looks impassively at Glide. We don't have any qualms fighting outside the arena, Glide. At worst, we get a night in jail. Get you all. You're lucky I'm busy. He picks himself up and dusts himself off, straightening his jacket.
You down in the dirt's a good look for you, you know?
You so wish you were Red Eye, but you're not. You so wish you were, though.
You wanna see me in the dirt? I'll grind you so far in the dirt the Doug Trio can't find you. Just waste your little challenge on me. He smirks. I'll be happy to answer it any time. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to talk to my sponsor. And
He's not your sponsor anymore, actually, Glide. That offer was extended to me.
With the last word, he glares at Ralph and then snaps his gaze back at Riley. You? Please. You all barely made it through that joke of a tournament.
Well, go talk to him then.
I will. See you around.
For your sake, I hope not.
Okay, so Riley, I need you to give me what would be a tough contest, Intimidate, but you don't have the other two.
Can I pull it from like something else, like Instinct
No.
or something? Sad.
While he does a roll, I have a question. Who sees the
I can
eyes?
countenance it.
Who
You might need to. He's
who's-
a pretty
who's-
piss poor.
Who sees the eyes, though? I have to know this.
Brooke, Tucker, yeah, what are names, by the way, today? Tucker notices the eyes, Glide is going to notice the eyes. Anybody else noticing the eyes requires an insight survival alert check. If they even feel like it.
If their focus is... yeah.
I will hold off.
Okay. Tucker may have just formed dark matter from Kirby, rather than dark matter from PSMD, because that's different.
Alright, Insight Survival?
Alert.
Yeah,
Alert,
inside survival alert. Yeah.
I was
Brooke does not
rolling
see
countenance
that.
for Riley.
That's a countenance roll? Okay.
Oh, that was a countenance for Riley? Okay.
Yeah.
Riley, you get to add another die to your Intimidate.
So I just add another die?
Mm-hmm. Ralph, unfortunately, you don't notice the eyes.
Drat.
Oh. Sad.
It's cute
Oh, well.
you think you're all that. Don't worry, I'll put you in your place.
Get in
Stand
line.
with your title, right?
It takes more than just beating a champion to be a champion. Then again, you do have your start of a little fan club. He sneers as he begins to leave, pointing Lizard's way. Lizard quivers, huddling closer in Ralph's arms.
Upon that gesture, Tucker immediately, still as he was still holding that Dark Pulse, he doesn't attack Glide, but he slams it right down onto the ground next to him. Dissipate the energy right next to Glide.
Tucker, I need you to do a tough contest Intimidate.
I don't... Let's see.
Well, you have contest.
I was like, I don't know if that's something I really have, but sure.
You're better
I actually,
than me.
Oddly enough, yes, I have 5 dice. Okay.
I'm only just tough. I got no social skills. Wow.
Not bad.
Way more intimidating than me.
Glide jumps a bit and shoots a glare Tucker's way.
Tucker just glares right back. This isn't something
Haven't
he's
forgot
got
about
back on.
you either, Fatso.
Riley's gonna take a few steps forward and speak again. You won't dare talk about them again! Now
Reroll
go.
your Intimidate.
Okay.
Wait,
Add
talk
instinct.
about them?
Add instinct, okay.
Ah, Lizard, of course.
Not intimidating at all.
Oh, poor Riley.
God damn it.
Wow!
This is bullshit.
This is bullshit.
Riley is...
Did I get advantage for for the yell?
Riley, I bet it's like just emotional trauma because of everything, having Lizard gone. He's not able to be fully tough.
Fudge the dice, fudge the dice.
Fudge the dice.
Fudge
Hang
the
on.
dice.
Wait,
hang on, ignore.
guy.
Sorry, what, Ralph?
I'm like, listen, guy. I'm not sure how long I can control my team. It might be best for you to leave. Yeah, before they actually really get mad. They've been holding back for my sake. But if I give the signal, you know, they're gonna maim you good.
On that mention, Tucker actually eyes towards Brooke, seeming to seek permission to act in case this goes any further.
Glide's upper lip curls into a scowl, showing off one of his sharp canines. Oh yeah? Just watch me, kid. You don't get to where I am without working for it. I might not be any Deadeye, but I'll beat you any day of the week. With that, he snaps his hand out, conjuring up his aura board. He steps onto it, jamming his hands into his pockets. He gives one last narrow-eyed glare before he starts to slide off down the hall. He becomes lost in the throngs of Pokemon that are remaining. But it's not hard to keep track of him at first. Not with the way he seethes.
That guy's like the giant first grader.
What a narcissist. If you didn't need to get the last word, that conversation could have ended 10 minutes ago, Brooke says, patting Tucker's head. Darn if you aren't right.
Let's change the music back. Tucker, just kind of lets out a big, just kind of sigh and releasing some tension. Though it only releases upon that pat. He kind of nuzzles into the toe paw.
Riley will. Afterglide is very clearly gone. Just let out a very long sigh. A few cracks of red aura darting along his body.
I just off as an aside, I just realized something. Tucker's intimidation portrayal attack was kind of more or less a let me show you what kind of pain you caused me sort of thing. Like let me directly show you the emotional stress I went through because of you.
That's a good point. It's a good thing he didn't hit Clyde. Thanks for holding back, Riley. I know that was hard to do, Brooke says. Same to you, Tucker.
Tucker gives a nod, looking a little spent now. If he had attacked, I would have defended. But you said not to attack. So I wasn't going to. I trust your judgment.
I know. Don't throw the first punch. That's the rule. Brooke smiles. After that, well, no reason not to hit back as hard as you can.
The pooch nods once more, shivering a little. I dealt with a lot today. But I don't think it's as much as what you guys did. I don't have a scratch on me. You guys went through the tournament end without me. I'm ready to defend you guys if you need it.
Sorry, I am munching briefly.
Get your head out of the bag of chips. Jolt.
No.
No.
Go read Drook's comment, please.
Okay,
Be nice.
I corrected it.
Yeah, but they didn't fight 7 fully evolved Pokemon at once.
You only beat 5 at once. It's the difference.
And you weren't down 2 members then.
Yeah, but I did one-shot this last one. That felt good.
Well, we were down 2 members for the last part, admittedly, but yeah. Or rather, they were, because Tucker wasn't there, so I can't say we.
Thankfully, the last team was only two Pokemon, so it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
We were actually really lucky.
Yeah. Physical pain, emotional pain, it's all the same. Don't downplay your injuries just because they don't bleed, Brooke says seriously.
The dog takes that seriously as well. I know, Brooke. I know that when I downplay those, it doesn't end well for anyone. He's clearly reminiscing a bit. I need to take care of myself, too. He thinks for a second, his eyes going a bit worried as he gives a somewhat shy gaze across everyone. I hope me going feral again, I hope that didn't hurt anyone. It was the only way to block it out.
Not at all. You do what you need to do. Yeah, what time is it? Yeah, there like a clock in here or a window I can look out of to see approximately what time it...
Not in the locker room, unfortunately. But you can leave and, well, the hall has windows at least.
Alright, yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna check if it's dark yet and if it's like getting close to, the fight.
Well, I say windows, but they're only sort of openings that show you the arena. It's getting dark.
Alright. Okay, guys, it's getting dark, so it should be soon. Oh, I could just go to the front counter and ask them.
Ralph goes to go do that because this is how Ralph do.
Ralph is being exceptionally active right now.
Ralph is the party face.
He's the most uninjured, too.
Well, no, actually, he isn't. Well, okay, emotionally and physically both counting, yeah, I'd say so. He got bumped, basically, and otherwise it's emotionally fine.
You were fine, Brooke says. And if any of you have something you want to talk about, I'm always here for you, Brooke says, glancing at everyone, lingering just a bit on Riley.
Riley, notably, while this conversation's been going on, is still standing, just staring out the hallway Glide left at.
Either still focused on Glide's intentions in existence, or trying to ignore the talk. Hard to tell which.
Not to say he was ignoring the talk, he's just not looking.
Ah. Fair. Well, he probably wasn't ignoring it, but he's certainly not adding to it.
Ralph, you make it up to the front desk, and thankfully, most of the Pokemon have dispersed, either having left or gone back to wait for the ceremonies to complete. The Bienxiao is still there, though they seem to have waved off Machamp for now.
Okay, so I was wondering about when the ceremony's gonna start.
What? Oh, thank goodness, you're actually still here.
Yes.
Soon. We're trying to get the other teams that we managed to keep around to the podiums. You all can head down into the arena if you want.
Okay, doke. Hey, do we get snacks afterwards? Yeah, since we're the camps and all, and since we stayed, I think.
Oh, right, it's late. Sure.
That's great.
I can probably send Rattata to go get something. Maybe.
Excellent. We'll head into the arena. I'll give the guys the good.
All right.
Yep.
The Bienxiao barely gets to say anything as Ralph leaves.
That's great. Okay, guys, we can go ahead and go into the arena. Oh, and they're gonna give us a snack afterwards. It's gonna be great. All right, let's go. Well, shoot.
Tucker kind of perks to the snack mention.
Yes, but while Ralph is talking at the Mian Chow, Brooke goes, "You want to sit back down, Riley?" Brooke asks. "He's gone now."
Riley will just be quiet for a moment before he just sinks to his knees and starts to sob.
Oh.
Okay, Brooke's gonna get up.
Tucker will too. This is happening before Ralph enters the room, technically.
Okay.
I think, from what I understand.
Ralph enters as everybody is stood up, with poor Riley sobbing. Lizard skitters over to Riley's side and gives him a tight hug.
But did your voice book sign and I missed it, or am I taking crazy pills?
Oh, no, you
No, I
didn't.
think he
Sorry.
missed it.
No. You're fine. Sorry. I'm doing the Munch thing.
I thought he did say the line.
I know,
But my brain...
I partially remember him saying it, that's why I asked, I'm confused. I don't know why.
No, I said the previous line, this is a new line.
Okay.
Brooke heads over to Riley. Hey, are you alright?
No, I'm not. Everything, it's all my fault. You nearly died. Tucker. This got taken. You nearly died. Tucker. Tucker had to relive that. Because of me.
Tucker whines, nudging up against Riley's side, licking his shoulder. Lizard squeezes as tight as he can, though he's certainly not a very strong thing.
He's only got one strength.
Yep. I know. It's not your fault. Clyde is a bad person. You're not a bad person. If you were a bad person, then why would you be nice to me so much?
Tucker speaks up. A few tears welling on his eyes now, too. No. What I went through, it was never your fault. That place messed with all of us. Pulled out things from our thoughts, I think. It's not your fault that it happened. It's not your fault that I have the trauma I do.
But it is, Tucker. I promised that I'd keep you all safe. And every time it's truly mattered, I've failed. Despite everything, I couldn't protect you then. I couldn't protect you now. I haven't been able to protect anyone. Not even myself.
The pooch is not sure how to respond.
Well, Brooke says, there's your problem.
I'm wondering if there's more to that.
I'm assuming there is.
Kyrio, can you confirm or deny?
Yes, there is more.
Okay.
Okay. I'm assuming that Ralph has come in and is just sort of quietly watching this go down.
He probably came in blabbering at first with the words he wanted to say and then shut himself up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He like walks in the door and yo guy, you would say no, and then like waits.
I think even he would shut up to see somebody crying.
Yeah.
Seeing Riley crying.
Yeah.
Like quietly pinches himself to make sure he doesn't like wake up.
Wow, that's a bit rude.
Riley with emotions.
Maybe goes back around the corner.
He has them?
Goes back around the corner, looks up at the sky, make sure it's not hailing, brimstone, and make sure it's not the end of the world.
Wow.
I like how Ralph is just making sure this is real.
Wow.
There's probably double takes.
Hurts. It hurts.
Aw.
You're trying to do all of this yourself. You're tough. I know that. You hit like a Rhydon. But even you can't carry the world on your back. We're a team. Do you know what that word means? It means we work together. Share the burden. Share the blame.
The pooch does feel like having something to respond with that, adding on. We're only weak when we refuse to be weak. When we try to be strong too much by ourselves, we can fall apart. Both you and I did that, Riley. I dealt with what I dealt with today, not by myself, but because Brooke. He looks over to Brooke, crying, tearing up, now actually crying fully. Brooke replaced that thing. I don't know exactly how. I don't understand myself sometimes. My instincts. But Brooke replaced that terrible thing. I couldn't have done that without him.
Even when it doesn't involve us. If something involves you, then it involves the team. So, it involves us, Brooke says. I mean it. At Tiber's grave, I said we would be on your side no matter what.
I know that at one point I wasn't on your side, Riley, and I'm sorry. I'll be at your side no matter what, too. It won't ever happen again.
Couldn't bear to lose any of you. That's why I do what I do. I'd rather get hurt than see any of you get hurt.
We feel the same way.
Even Ralph? Brooke says with a smile.
Sometimes.
Better than nothing.
Riley will, even if it sounded a bit pained, chuckle just a bit.
Oh, I love you too.
You all look up. Ralph has been standing there, possibly for quite a while.
Put it there, old rival. He holds out his hand.
Riley will look at it for a moment, and then shake it.
That's
Aw.
good.
What's
Yeah,
this?
so we can go out to the arena.
Ralph.
What?
Okay.
You hear the dramatic voice in the background.
Yeah, just gasping. What's this? Character development?
Oh, I thought that was Deadeye coming back.
No, what?
It's the same voice.
No, that
What?
wasn't intentional.
It was actually in the back of my head, like, oh, what does the Confrontation care about my character?
Oh god, not the Confrontation.
Gold?
Yeah, I tried to summon him in the dungeon, like, when I was going by, I was like, oh, all these halls filled with gold, and you look around. That's what the comment was, like, oh, I guess he doesn't just follow us around.
Alas, Obsidian Sky is a little far away and insulated for him to hear you.
Tucker actually removes a bit of a personal block he's been having at this exact moment. He's been hesitating with Riley a lot. Clearly worried, given what he did fighting Riley in the past. But now, seeing Riley open up like this, he just feels a swell of emotion, and he sits up on his hind legs and kind of throws his forepaws around Riley's side, giving a full-on feral hug to the other puppy.
Aww. I heart.
Belly squishing too soft.
Getting hugs from two sides.
Poor skinny lizard and flesh fat Poochie in it.
One furry, one scaly, one fat, one thin, both very warm.
Brooke pats Riley's back. Great. So let's go watch some fireworks, eh?
There's something you all should know. About Tiber. He's not gonna let me go. He's stuck with me, as much as I'm stuck with him. I'm the only one he could possibly possess.
Riley, your ears start to ring.
Start to what? I missed that.
Riley's ears start to ring.
Oh, ring.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
You hear an increasingly oppressive sound of static. Roll will, please.
Ooh.
Oh no. Okay.
There's a splitting headache. There are images. They're jumbled. You can't quite piece them all together, but some you recognize. Old memories. There's one in particular. One you remember was hidden. Just a brief flash. A memory, like a child's crayon drawing. And then it's gone. Still, the ache in your skull does not subside.
Riley will very physically wince and clutch the side of his head, sort of curling up in pain.
Riley? Lizard squeaks, trying to help hold the real Lou up.
Are you okay, Riley? What's wrong?
Static. Pain.
Tucker recedes a bit, not putting too much weight on him while he reacts this sudden way. Brooke will look at Riley. If that's the case, then we'll figure out how to deal with it anyway. Brooke holds out a hand to help Riley out. One of Riley's eyes is bloodshot.
God. I've lost a lot of blood today. I've been nose bleeding, I've been bit to shit, my eyes bloodshot. Riley will take Brooke's hand and really unsteadily get back up to his feet.
Tucker's right there at his side, offering himself as a crush just like he did with Brooke.
I need to ask you about something. Something personal.
Tucker gives a gentle nod.
Our past lives. Do you remember them at all?
I remember some. I remember not having many friends. I remember a town on the coast, like this one. It's driving me crazy, but it kinda has been since I got here. But I do remember a town on the coast, just like this one. And I remember things more advanced than this, like sci-fi stuff, but except it was real and I worked on it. I think I did it. I don't know. But the more of my memory that comes back, the more I think I was someone who was really smart, but also really lonely. Yeah, I guess I connected the two in my head, and well, I thought I must have been lonely because I was smart, so I tried to act not smart. Do you guys remember anything?
I had a dream once, Brooke says thoughtfully. There was a girl, and she had a Totodile. He was injured. He didn't want her to worry about him. I don't think she understood what he was saying, though, Brooke said, shrugs. I don't know what it meant.
Tucker's turn, I guess? Or is there more?
Kyrio?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Tucker would kind of look at the ground for a second, seeming to wince just a little bit as an ear flops. I remember emotions. Warm. Happy. Family? I think. I don't have a ton of concrete thoughts, but I remember a lot of Pokemon. I was human, but there were a lot of Pokemon around me. I remember... He kind of tears again a little bit, having just dried his eyes a little bit ago, but here they are again. I think I remember family. Mom, Dad. I wasn't that old. I'm not that old. I remember working somewhere with Pokemon, and having a good family, I think. At least, that would be why all my memories are warm, I think. His tail kind of droops, feeling like he misses them.
I'm asking because I don't remember anything. Memories have been coming to me, but they've never been mine. They've always been his. I, at this point, don't know where the line between me and him is. I don't know who I'd be without him.
Tucker thinks for a second before having a thought come to him. Well, if you're stuck with him, or if he's stuck with you, or however that works, and you don't have your own memories of the past, he kind of tilts his head to the side, thinking about this for himself as well, as he says, you can always make memories now. You can always find yourself now. I've been doing that with my instincts. They felt weird and not me at first. But then none of us know who we are really that well, who we were. So he kind of looks bashful as he admits, I think I like my instincts, and I want to work with them. Even going feral doesn't feel bad, not with Brooke at my side.
Car, there's Brooke's stuff.
I know.
That's it.
Show TM's munching chips.
Nope.
Gotta go
Just
get
giving you
that.
all a thing.
Oh.
If you want to look into our past and hopefully find answers there, I'm willing to do that too.
Missed a line before that.
Oh, goodness. Jeez.
You did.
Ah. Yes, I did. I'm
Told
sorry.
you there was lots of stuff.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm working on things. I've always thought that who we used to be doesn't matter. We've got a chance to be whoever we want to be now, Brooke says. We can help you keep track of what that is. That said, he rubs his head, if you want to look into our past and hopefully find answers there, I'm willing to do that too.
I have a few more words from Tucker, but I'll wait on Riley. Unless you need to wait.
You can go first.
Okay. Tucker will also process those words, even if they're meant for Riley, and comment, I know I still miss things that I used to have. I know I miss people. I think I miss other Pokemon too. But it's okay if I can't go back to that. I'm happy with what I have now. I just want to be a good Poochyena for everyone.
Riley will just rub over his eyes for a moment. Let's go watch some fireworks then. Make some memories.
As if on perfect cue, the Rattata sort of knocks on the door. Hey, we're kinda waiting on you guys in here. We were told you were gonna be out like 10 minutes ago? I mean, we even got the table with all the food set up for the champions and everybody. Ralph is gone.
Fucking hell. That got me off guard.
The Rattata spins in place just for a minute. You guys are on the top podium for the team thingamabob. And he flops on their back.
Did he hit you on the way by?
The Rattata's back foot twitches. They seem to have fainted.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna scoop Lizard up with one arm, scoop this guy up with the other arm. Let's go.
He probably
Do I
is returning
for
to
that?
We'll be right there. Sorry about that. There goes Ralph. Burke says.
So, do I get XP for
Watch some
fainting?
fireworks.
You get one KO the freaking dude who's just there doing his job. That should be a minus experience for
Yes,
being
Ralph,
mean
you
to
get
minimum
one
wage workers.
You get 1 XP for this.
Does he actually? Why are you rewarding this behavior?
Because it's amusing.
He gets 1 XP and a 200 Poke Bounty.
Yeah, there we go. I'll claim that bounty.
He's playing to his nature really well.
Tucker also seems interested in the prospect of food, but before he completely walks off, he does go over to Riley and give him... Well, he faces Riley for a second, and then just completely smushes his snout and head against Riley's stomach.
Don't know what to do. My arms are full.
He doesn't have to do anything. Tucker wriggles his tail, not expecting anything else, so then breaks from that after a little bit and walks off.
Well, I mean, there's a minor dust cloud trailing in Ralph's wake, so it's not hard to find your way back out to the arena.
Oh, that's useful. Is there another employee around here I could give this fainted rat to?
Ooh, you know, I'm gonna go look for a song for this next event.
Well, there is a trash can.
I'm not gonna throw him with the trash can! What's wrong with you?
I'm a terrible person.
So you in the trash can, Jolt DM.
I have a song. I have a song that would work this, right?
I can DM from a trash can. You underestimate me, sir.
Yeah, until Ralph gets a hold of that trash can.
I am too spicy to be hoovered up. But there really isn't an official around until you, like, step back into the arena and they take the poor fainted rat. Really? You didn't even participate. Why are you fainted? Come on, let's give him some cheer. Brooke grins as he heads off.
That could be okay. Let's see what else I have.
The name of that, Selena.
I've sent you something, Kai, publicly.
Yumi's. That's fine. Let's see here. No, that's for something else.
Hang on, I'm watching Yumi's.
Oh, take your time. I'm trying to find a song anyways, so take your time, please.
Look in the group chat when you have a moment.
I do not have a moment, but I will do so when I can. Let's see. When an event happens you don't have a song for, then you gotta kind of duct tape something together. This happens a lot with events because events are hard to predict. And also, if I do all events, I'd have spoilers up the wazoo that I don't want. So, you know, song playing is hard sometimes. It's harder than it may seem, because it usually flows very smoothly. You know what? Sure, let's go with that one. That's a classic right there.
Classic, you say?
Yes, events success. And some people should recognize the song if they're big Poke nerds.
So many events.
There are.
So, as you head out, there is at least a decent amount of fanfare, and it looks like there are plenty of Pokemon still in the stands. Just sort of waving and cheering on the champions, or at least those that are taking the place of, you know, the ones that decided to leave for whatever reason. Oh dear.
Ignore the sounds of my chair falling apart, please. Continue.
Thank you, thank you.
There is a big table full of food off to the side.
Yeah,
But,
I do those that beeline.
Yeah, Ralph just sort of beelines for the food.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Just Ralph dodging around the officials, and then finally the Machamp catches him and just grabs his head in one hand. Whoa there, brother! You're needed at the podium first! Brooke waves enthusiastically at the crowd. Just the Machamp turns Ralph around to go to the podiums. And there's two sets, one for the singles matches and one for team matches.
Alright. Get up on that
looks
podium
like,
and flex.
It looks like Grand Villains ended up taking third place, unfortunately. Well, the previous team you
Wait, how
fought...
did they take second? We were fighting for gold. They should have been second.
That is generally how
This
arenas
bracket.
work.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No. I was mistaken on my calculations of the thing. I'm dumb.
It's
Selena is
Team
upset.
five devolved Pokemon versus somebody else.
I'm
whom I
sorry,
don't know.
Selena. I had to recount.
There was such a beating that they got knocked down to third place.
I was thinking of something else. I thought that not only would the people who were fighting to get third could participate to get third, but they could also fight second place to take their place, which isn't how it usually functions.
What the fuck is
Look
your
at
arena
wonky ass
system?
rules we have here. I'm gonna have a talk to Tabber about that one.
Okay, you know what? It's late. Alright? We've had a bunch of emotional crap happen. Me doing arena rules right now is a gear shift. And I
It's
am not
D&D for you.
playing.
Alright, yeah, so we're all,
I will wave, I suppose, as well.
Grand
Yeah,
with my
Villains
free
is
hand.
the one or the team that took second place, whereas the previous team you defeated somehow managed to take third, even though their
Broken.
Salazzle leader is not present.
I broke
Yeah,
her.
then they effectively disband, like after
It's a
the
him.
match.
I thought I hospitalized the Salazzle.
It is a him, though. Yeah, that's true. Was the winner of singles match? We have not addressed singles whatsoever.
They don't exist.
They
We
do
made a point
exist,
so
but
it doesn't exist.
they
There
were
are
not.
3 Pokemon on the single winner podiums, and I'm not going to describe them because I didn't bother doing a tournament on the side for that.
Sorry, not plot relevant.
So we
I'm
want to party
sorry.
that one.
Imagine
It-
if any of us joined the singles.
Coulda.
Oh god,
thought
my
about it.
brain.
That would have taken weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it only took us 2 weeks and a bit to do the 10 minutes.
I forgot that was even an option, like to split up between the two.
Yeah. No, it was an option.
Thing is, right,
You took it.
if Brooke hadn't mentioned that he signed up the team for the tournament, Riley would have. Just thinking that's how it was done, because he's not that smart.
So in other words, thanks God for Brooke.
Thank God for Brooke. Thanks, Brooke.
You're
You
welcome.
did it.
Like Arceus for
You're
Brooke.
welcome.
Oh wait, you're thanking Arceus. Never mind.
Is it thank Arceus or thank blue coloration Jolteon?
Either.
Thank Blue Raspberry Jolteon.
Speaking of Blue Raspberry Jolteon,
He's
they
here.
are waiting between the podiums and passing the prizes to the winners of the tournaments.
Ralph gets dragged back to the podium finally. There we go. Away from the food.
Lizard looks bewildered by just all the fanfare and the cheering. They're huddled close to Riley, not really sure what to make of it, even as you all make your way up to the top podium of the team matches.
Congratulations, Liz. You're famous.
I am?
Yeah.
But
ain't no winner.
I really did anything.
Honestly, you contributed quite a bit.
Anyone remember when Blizzard poisoned that entire team? That's
Twice.
second and third place.
You did a lot more than me. I wasn't even in the last round.
I mean, neither was he. That's why I shouldn't bring that up.
Oh, that's true.
Oh gosh.
Oh, let's see this. Let's see this though. Holy shit, the scale. How you did today, scale? Ralph
Oh my
was
god.
lazy. Brooke cried. Riley huddled.
Riley broke. Tucker's got a demon behind him. Fucking hell. I love this and I also hate it. Thank you very much.
Oh gosh.
Right.
Karserus sounds especially similar to Arceus. That's actually a point I never really
That's
thought about
true.
until just now.
Squints
I-
inquisitively.
I have had this name since before Arceus was a thing.
Oh,
Wow,
I'm sorry.
is that
The
old?
Game Freak stole from you.
I'm impressed.
It's an old alias. When it comes to your team's turn to finally get their rewards, the Jolteon smiles and presents you all with a bag of poke and what looks like an egg, but
Oh god, are we have to raise a child?
well, it's certainly not Pokemon egg sized. It
Dumb
looks like it's
boy.
attached to a gold chain of some kind.
He's gonna be the best omelet ever.
Take it away from him. Take it away from him. I'm taking it away. Holding it far away.
Your enthusiasm is appreciated. Now then, as winners of the team side of the tournament, we present you humbly with this 1,000 Poke reward. Is what?
Oh.
Bleh, where's the thing?
Jolteon were short-circuited.
Zap. As well as this lucky egg charm. May your experiences cause you to grow in unexpected and wonderful ways, champions. Blue sparks trail off their form. Their eyes seem to glow. Just a bit.
Oh, there's one way we're really good at growing. He pats his belly.
The Jolteon moves between the podiums. And for a moment, you smell ozone and static charge, though it's not nearly as oppressive feeling as Deadeye.
Damn, electric types.
A line of electricity, blue as the Jolteon himself, arcs into the sky and explodes, showering harmless sparks.
That's how they do the fireworks.
Ooh,
Did we,
With
did we
this,
get
I
like a
do
trophy or a
declare...
belt or something?
I'm sorry?
Did we get a
Yeah,
trophy?
he
or a
was
belt or
commenting on the
something?
fireworks that they're nice and pretty.
No, shut up,
Okay.
Ralph. We were talking to Kyrio.
Yeah, get out of here.
Oh, be nice.
What do you mean? He's on the easy end of the emotional spectrum today.
Shut up, Ralph. You're not forward. You didn't have
You're
you
not
didn't have
broken
trials
like the rest of us.
You didn't have trials today. Go away.
Ralph is internally broken.
He's always internally broken.
Anyways, what did Kyrio ask?
He asked if there was a trophy or anything. It
Oh.
doesn't seem like you've been presented with a trophy, unfortunately. It seems like the reward is generally the money plus the charm.
Works for me.
Oh no, Tucker, remember the promise to V. Problem. Tucker's player does not remember the promise to V.
Were you supposed to go talk to him at the tournament or something?
I don't remember what the promise was.
I do declare an end to today's tournament. Thank you one and all for attending, and for helping us put on quite a show for our audience. Please, those of you still remaining, give a cheer for our victors. There's cheering and applause.
Yeah!
And further fireworks are sent up, though not by the Jolteon, who seems to just mysteriously vanish after their little announcement.
Tucker makes a few yips and barks as there's a bit of excitement everywhere, feeling kinetically charged by that a bit.
Burke accepts the prize, holding up the charm triumphantly in lieu of a championship belt.
So how does that work? Is it whoever's holding it, or is it the whole team?
It's whoever's holding it.
Interesting.
The
It's gonna be a hot
solo
commodity.
winner... The solo winner seems to be holding up an orb of some kind, and though the reward was less, it's still a fairly substantial amount for someone who's, well, gone through it solo.
They got the sure hit orb that the first team used against us.
Nope. I can confidently tell you that was an all protect orb that they won.
Oh, it's the exact opposite. Gotcha.
So what does the charm do again? I think I missed.
The wearer gains an extra experience per encounter.
Ah,
Oh, not bad.
Yep.
Tucker does
Grab emotions.
Tucker does remember to stand tall and bright, despite missing the final round, which he is still a bit embarrassed about. He does remember that he is here to advertise as well, so he makes sure to stand up nice and tall on that podium, even going to two legs and kind of rearing up a bit.
We need a copy of the Lucky Egg, by the way.
Okay.
It's up by the Game Boy.
Oh,
I pulled it out.
Game Boy. Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna have to ask for this later.
All right, yep. Put that back for me because I don't remember which one it goes into.
I put it back.
Thank you.
We can discuss splitting the prize.
Oh, we chop it up in the quarters. Got it.
For now, I'll just leave the Lucky Egg in Brooke's bag.
Makes
because
sense.
Brooke is holding that.
Well, he's a leader, so makes sense.
Divvy up 200 money to everyone as well right now.
Is Lucky Egg it's a hold item, right?
Yes, it is a held item.
Okay.
Alright, hang on, let me grab... Okay,
We should
there's
give it to
200
Lizard.
Give it to Lizard.
Either Lizard
I
or
don't-
Ralph. Ralph doesn't have his own hold item yet.
I have a bone.
Yeah, well, you do have a hold item nonetheless.
I don't even need that anymore. I can make my own bones.
We're all waiting for the Souls Eclipse that was said to possibly happen. You see, that's probably what's going to happen. I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's a lot
Oh,
that I'm gonna have to end up doing. Also,
Money.
yes, I have passed out the 200 gold. It's just above character portraits.
does everybody get 200? All right, cool.
Yes.
Gotta give it to Lizard too. I don't know what he's gonna spend that on, but good for you, Lizard.
But this is so much.
Don't spend it all in one place.
I want to spend it on all of you. After all, you all saved me.
Don't say that. Don't say that around Ralph. It'll be gone in 30 minutes. I will rub the back of Lizard's head.
Lizard does the little cute churring thing.
Well, if you want to spend some on us, I'm not going to stop you if you feel like that. We could I'll go to dinner or something. Maybe at Cafe V?
Maybe not today, because apparently we have dinner provided if Ralph doesn't eat it all.
I mean,
Another night.
Yeah.
Another night was...
but there's food
was-
over there. And
So-
you wanna look
Hey,
over?
he calls, you better hurry!
Oh god, he's at it
So-
first, we should.
Oh god.
Ralph's plate is already piled higher than he is, and it looks
How-
like he's taken nearly a quarter of the food on the table.
How in the world?
Tucker does trot hurriedly over.
Guess I'll go over too with Lizard.
Lizard squeaks. No, wait, leave some for the rest of us. And they skitter off towards the table.
I said hurry! What else do you want me to do?
So look, he only has enough willpower to warn you to hurry. That's all he can do.
What's his will? What's his will even at right now?
I think Ralph actually has a decently high will.
He's got one will.
Oh,
He
never
keeps
mind.
using it on stuff.
His last will.
Yep, no,
I
that
spend
checks
it.
out.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Alright.
Oh no, is it self-serve? Oh gosh. Hard for quadruped. Harder for quadruped.
Oh, dear.
Tucker elects to simply bap whatever he can without being too like pausey with things. Bap whatever he can onto one of the plates.
Ralph randomly pulls a whole bunch of stuff onto a plate and puts it on the ground for Tucker.
While you're putting it on the ground, we have tables.
Well, I
You savage.
can't reach the table.
Tucker looks between Ralph and the plate for a little bit before
No.
just kind of tentatively like starting to eat it off the ground because he doesn't really have the ability to kind of clamp his jaw around the side of it or anything. So
Oh, for
So,
goodness
like-
sakes.
Lizard grabbed something that looks like a meat drumstick of some kind and is just sitting on the ground giving Riley a wide-eyed lizard look while they eat the drumstick.
aw.
That's adorable. Why is it? Is there not tables here?
I'm eating off the ground. Am I bad?
No. I'm getting upset at Ralph for putting the plate on the ground.
I'm not sure I even saw him at the podium, Brooke says, hopping down and heading for the
I
table.
don't think he was at the podium. Is there not tables here that we can eat at?
Tucker
What is wrong
interjects.
with you people?
Tucker interjects by. But
Just people are not using them.
Tucker interjects for a second. I would have preferred it somewhere higher, but I don't. His tail is just kind of waggling. He's not completely over his feral side, and honestly, a dog does not give a shit about eating off the floor, so he's clearly not actually
I'm going to pick up Lizard and put Lizard on a chair. I'm going to go get Tucker's food and Tucker. Put the plate on the table, put Tucker on the chair next to it, and then go get some food. For God's sakes, you people.
Tucker just kind of, when you pick up the plate, Tucker's mouth just kind of falls for a second until it becomes out of reach for him, and he looks kind of confused. When you pick him up, he kind of just blinks and holds his forepaws loosely in front of him as he's carried, and then sits down.
I'm going to give you some of my 4 strength points.
Wait, do you still need to do a strength check or check?
I hope not.
I like imagine Ralph standing at the table eating, and then the dog comes up behind him and he's like, oh yeah, and he just like, puts the plate down. There you go.
We're in the middle of a stadium, for God's sake. Show some dignity.
Jim,
Doesn't
what?
feel that wrong.
That's not in character.
As the night progresses, the fireworks eventually taper off. But for a majority of the time you're eating, it's a rather spectacular celebration. One that continues despite the recent catastrophes going on around town. It's almost enough to make one forget about the worries of the day.
Almost.
Almost.
Shall we refer back to the charts?
But it does introduce some good memories to pin onto that statement that Tucker suggested.
That's a good point. Will Tucker get a will for facing his fear last episode? Yes.
Oh.
So he'll replenish to fact the full will then? Or we'll get an extra one. I'm not sure.
You'll get an extra one.
So, okay. So in other
So I
words...
get a will from emotional maturity.
Yeah. Okay.
You might
Tentative
get
yes.
XP for that.
XP for emotional maturity. No.
Ralph, you restore a will because you were mature enough to refer to Lizard as Lizard.
He's also mature enough not to interrupt the moment we were having, which, you know, is appreciated, honestly.
Yes.
I'm not
Yeah,
big for stats.
I've tried to like not even kind of use the voice if something's really, really serious is happening, or tone it down a bit. It's like even the voice is a little bit comedic, and I don't want to be comedic at the wrong times.
I think Ralph's voice is... I think Ralph's... Look, have you ever seen, like, an anime or some show that has a comic relief character, but when serious shit happens, they still work in it?
Yeah, that's what
I've seen shows where it doesn't work, but I've seen ones where it does, too.
Yeah. You don't want Ralph to be Snark, where every time he talks, it's like screech.
You can still use the Ralph voice and be serious about it, I think. You might have a lighter tone, but I don't think that breaks the situation or anything. Also, Kyrio's trying to say something. Would you mind saying that again?
Huh? When? Huh?
Oh, before this last 2 minutes of conversation, you were saying something and got interrupted.
He said he's not digging for stats.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm not begging for stats.
Should Tucker dig for stats? He has a dog.
Roll to dig.
Okay. What's that roll?
We'll have one die. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
You're
Sure.
digging for stats.
I dug for stats.
You're not the GM, so I don't know if you make that call.
You get 4 stats.
Look, I dug for stats. It doesn't mean I hit stats. We'll see.
So you didn't get a 12 on the D6.
Basically,
No stats.
If you want an actual reason, does Tucker get extra experience for basically
we already
being...
had experience. We're talking about will.
Oh, well, I already had an extra will. I don't need more.
We're not the end of the session unless we're ending now.
I don't think we are. We have a little time.
I was gonna say we're just doing the will thing because it was brought up.
Oh.
It is, however, getting relatively late, so we're going to start wrapping up soon.
Tucker should get extra
But-
experience for being good puppo. And realizing he should be good puppo.
This is the conversation for later.
I want to instill it in brains for later.
Uh-huh.
Plant it like a seed. That's how it works.
Uh-huh.
Just
You
not,
know how
just
well
not,
that
eco
went at the top of the
not an
hotel.
eco-terrorism seed. Not that sort of
I mean,
seed.
that was an implanted seed at 1.2, and now there's like missing a bit of a building.
Can Tucker learn dig? I don't think so, but I kind of wish he could.
I'm pretty sure Puchianas can learn dig from TM.
That would not
We
surprise
can
me.
learn technically anything as long as we have someone teaching us how.
True.
We just gotta shove a machine in his mouth and he'll
Ralph
learn it.
shouldn't
That's how
have
it
pissed
works.
off the Alola and Doug trio.
Sad.
I jested.
I didn't upset him. I just asked to see his butt, and he said no.
What's to see is what?
I asked to see his butt, and he got mad at me, so... It's not my fault.
How
Isn't
do you
that the
get that?
definition of upsetting him?
Yes.
Okay. So eventually things start to die down, Pokemon start to leave, staff have to clean up. So, you all get sort of shooed out of the arena. Notably, several of the champions were absent from the festivities. Particularly Glide, Jezebel, and Deadeye.
Well, okay, who expected Deadeye to show up?
No one. Except maybe the White Ember, who may have been hoping, but that's neither here nor there.
Right. Ralph's not gonna be headed right for the hotel. He's gonna tell them, he's gonna be like, I'll catch up with you guys. I gotta do a thing. I'll be okay. I'm not gonna do anything stupid.
I wonder if we still get to challenge a champion. Not that I want to do it tonight, Brooke says, idly looking around.
I mean, if what Deadeye and Glide said is to be taken at face value, then it sounds like we get to challenge them whenever we want.
Tucker thinks about that between bites of his food. Okay, not bites. He's just kind of inhaling it, but... Dog, after all. What dog bites food?
I had a dog that did.
It's a dainty dog, then.
He was a bear.
A dainty bear dog.
He was huge.
Wait, you can't...
He was
So,
like 80 pounds.
oh my gosh, that sort of dog should just... You go from a hot dog and it gets inhaled. In like 1 second.
He would gingerly take the hot dog, carry it off somewhere, and slowly eat it. He was a good boy.
So your definition of good boy is slow eater. Okay, gotcha.
He was very well mannered.
What kind of dog is well-mannered?
Very patient.
Okay, well, dogs can be really well-mannered in the obedience cell, but, like, food? Come on.
He had absolute trust that there would be food in front of him every single day, so he did not eat like he never saw food before. He was a good boy.
My dog does that too.
Aw.
See?
Wonder if Jocelyn is available, Brooke says. He seemed cool.
It's probably the only cool champion.
Is that my name I hear, coming from the lips of the latest champions?
Right next to us.
Jocelyn enters stage right.
There was fucking food. Do you not think he was here? Also, he was mentioned to be here earlier.
What is with champions walking in on us? We're at 3 now! What is this?
Sorry. Maybe I'll just go and take my conversation.
That was not in character. That was not in character.
You all took care of yourselves pretty well out there. I honestly didn't expect you to win.
Thanks? Not sure if that's a compliment.
Who knows? Maybe the next time you're here for the tournament, you'll be ready for the big leagues.
Thanks, Silver.
Me neither, but here we are. Brooke grins. Big leagues, huh? Sounds like a challenge.
Oh yes. Many of us champions came from the big leagues, you see. Myself included, of course. A lot tougher challenges there. And there's no distinction between the solo and the team matches, so you better be strong if you want to make it. Of course, none of that matters to our master champion. He doesn't give a whit.
Also, that's an adorable thing of me and Xiao and Machamp.
I like it too. It's very cute. Sparkler.
Brother.
At any rate, I just came over to pester you since I heard my name. It's late and I must be getting home, where the cool water is.
And Jocelyn gives Brooke a shit-eating grin.
It must be such a shame. A water type living on land. Oh well. See you next time, Bitty Dial.
I like him.
I like him
And they
too.
start to trundle off. Later, Jocelyn, Brooke says, sighing at the thought of living in water.
Aw.
Maybe y'all should get some waterfront property whenever you buy a house.
Okay, but that would involve living here. And I think there's at least 2 of us who do not want to live here.
At least.
Oh. Yeah, because you can't stand all the auras, and Riley can't stand all the auras, and wait, who else doesn't want to live here?
And Brooke doesn't like cities.
Oh, does it? Well, the waterfront would be less city-ish, considering you have one whole side where there's not people. Well,
I never said this was the only place where you could live by water.
true.
It's the only place so far.
Well, it's the only place that has a town nearby.
Oh yeah, let's just go be hermits, that's fine.
Just go buy a suburb on the outside of town. There you go. No city issues that way.
I can take the ribbing, but rubbing the ocean thing was a low blow. Brooke sticks out his tongue once Jocelyn is out of earshot.
Ralph's going to hurriedly head away as soon as they decide to leave the arena.
Oh, I assumed Ralph was already gone for a while.
Oh, okay, yeah, then yeah, he probably.
So, while the others are chatting up Jocelyn and, filtering out, Ralph is going off, I assume in search of Maile.
Yeah, he's gonna see if she's home.
Well, as Ralph is leaving, he hears a familiar voice. Ralph! Ralph!
He's gonna look around, see if he can't find it.
Running down the street after Ralph is Maile. She has her bag with her.
Alright, so Ralph's gonna run up to her and gonna give her a hug. Today was really something.
I actually got to see you fight in your last match. Not bad. Though it was a little uneven in your favor.
Yeah, the matches before that were definitely much tougher. Yeah, that guy just got a little too cocky.
I'm sorry I couldn't watch them. I tried to come by, but time got away from me.
Yeah, I know how it is to be wrapped up in a project, and it's kind of cool. Yeah, like when I was translating the notes, that was really cool, and the time flew by. But today was really hard. One of
That
even more than you know, one of our teammates actually got kidnapped. The lizard, the cylinder.
what?
So, yeah,
Are they
yeah,
okay?
yeah, we got him back. That's why not everyone was in the last fight, because Tucker went to go look for him, and of course, he himself was missing. So that's, yeah. So we actually went and fought the kidnapper, and got him back in between the last match and the ceremony. And then the building exploded, so there was that.
Maile gives a great heaving sigh and hangs her. Sounds just like being back in the Expedition Society.
Yeah, Ralph.
Shaking her head, she shrugs.
Yeah, Ralph looks up at the building. Yeah, we were in there. It was kind of scary, to be honest. But I guess that's what rescue teams do. They go into the most dangerous places and rescue.
Well, that is kind of by definition. Do you need any patching up? I know that the Chanseys and Dinos and whatever other medical Pokemon were kind of spread a little thin at the arena.
Nah, we were fine. In fact, I did a little patching up myself. I'm getting pretty good at it, I think.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Before you know it, you'll be as good as any Pokemon that knows a healing move.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to, wear some pink. Yeah, I'm round enough that if I wore a pink jacket, I'd look just like a Chansey.
Maybe, but I don't think they'd appreciate the imitative flattery.
Oh, it's good to hear your voice again.
You make it sound like you haven't heard from me in ages.
It feels like that. I don't know. When we were up there, this Zoroark was throwing the oh man, my mouth is getting dry. Was throwing illusions at us, and it was hard, but I had to try to block you out of my mind because I couldn't bear the thought of him using you as an illusion to get to me. But he pulled some nasty stuff out for the others.
Aww. Well, it's nice of you to try, but I'm not sure if... Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on which Zoroark it is. I mean, if they're really strong, you probably couldn't resist them either way. But I appreciate the thought, Ralph.
Ralph sort of stares quietly into her eyes. I suppose I have to get back.
Yeah, I should go home. But, hey, I'll see you tomorrow. Right?
Yes. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow.
Maile smiles and waves to Ralph. Alright then. See you tomorrow, Ralph. And she walks off. Pardon me while I turn down the temperature in the house. It is warm.
Wish I could do that. Honestly, this entire apartment complex has one heater system controlling all the apartments together.
We have a bunch of
individual
old
control.
people living here is the problem.
They have no metabolisms and they need it warm. That's the problem.
And Ralph will slowly make his way back to the
And are the rest of you heading back to the hotel as well?
Did
Yep.
Tucker have...
It's been a long day.
Did Tucker have... Because I legitimately can't remember. Did Tucker have to interact with V this evening, or was he just going to go back the next day? I can't remember if that was... If the required meetup was required today.
No, you do not need to meet up with V today,
Then
as far as I remember.
He will do so next session, probably, then.
DM says it's fine, so it's fine.
Okay. V looked a little distracted anyways, not that Tucker noticed, but... Not at the time, anyways.
So, as a wrap-up note, everybody receives 3 experience. 2 for session, 1 for being great role players. Alas, no combat, but wonderful catharsis.
I agree with that. Also, I will point out one thing. I already typed it there, but I didn't want to interrupt the Ralph scene, so I just said, in text. Tucker looks to Brooke as the Totodile sighs longingly. He knows that understandable desire for water, seeming thoughtful about that for a moment. In short, Tucker will remember that.
You remember how many ticks I had? They got her.
Oh, did it get
I think I
deleted?
had-
Oh, I saw it earlier.
Oh, did you erase it?
Yeah, so we did. I had 4 or 5. I don't remember. Pretty sure I had 4 or 5.
Wait, Brooks says I don't know if anything recorded here, but it's gone now.
Yeah, I noticed that it was blank.
Where's you guys' things get? Mine's fine.
Car, should Brooke have had something there? Or no, it might have been blank because you earned leader's countenance, though.
No, it was his nature training. I don't know if he
Nature
got
training.
that tick or not.
What? How
I
did
did
that?
get nature tag.
Don't ask me, man.
Did you get it all the way done, or?
I think you had 4 nature ticks. Why did that vanish?
You know, well, it's very easy to actually select the box. If you select the box, the whole thing highlights. Look at that. Try clicking a box, you'll see what I mean. So at that point, it's exceptionally easy to delete everything. I really hate that it auto highlights. It shouldn't do that.
There any way that these fields can be edited to like have a locking?
No, but what we could do, because it's easy to forget, if you guys hit the notebook at the top, can you guys all hit that or just me?
The notebook is unreliable.
Well, is it? I can't remember. It's always kept the same information here.
Oh, okay, and you can.
You can add your own notebook. Apparently, it's still be a good backup regardless. If in case you just want to keep track of saying, I'll make a purple.
Okay.
I think the notebook has a weird stipulation, like if more than one person is writing in it or using it, it may not save the thing.
Ah. Well, if it's for a copy pasta situation, like I'm just right now, for instance, I'm just going to copy paste my information over right now.
Oh, you can select multiple tabs at once. Oh, maybe not. Weird.
Yeah, it should be fine. Even if we're just using it for oh yeah, I see what you mean because it just got deleted because somebody else is working. At least I think it got deleted. Did it get deleted? No, it's still there. It's just it's behaving weirdly, but it's still there.
Alright, that's
Until it wasn't. Anyways.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, we can just like add note cards because
In place of these text boxes?
well, not to replace the text boxes, but to like you can just edit the description instead, and that's much harder to delete things because you have to actually like right click.
All right, I'm done editing my information. If it saves, it doesn't. If it doesn't save, it's fine, but it's just a backup idea. Alternatively, DM could just keep a local notepad with his DM notes of everybody's bios, and whenever they update that notebook or that notepad folder. You know, just a text file. That's what I'm saying. That DM could have in that. I assume you have a folder for the game somewhere.
I do.
So you could just and you don't even have to mess with the text file unless there's a change to the bio information. So, all right. Kind of forgot. Tucker still has some odd extra inventory items. One of which is a very tattered neckerchief now.
Yes, the old neckerchief that it has Totodile styling. That is now bloody.
Yeah.
Still. And the
It's really,
berry.
it's honestly kind of just trash at this point, but he still has it. It's still tucked away, buried away somewhere. And the dried berry, which is still a mystery item.
I like my stuff. I've got my stolen amulet, my skull, my bone, my stolen meat, and my reviver seed.
I got a good name for this episode. Champions Respite. Thanks. I actually think I'll use that for the episode title. That's not bad.
That's a good title.
It's not bad at all.
And I'll be honest, I'm kind of tired, so I'm going to say you all get to have a peaceful rest in your respective rooms.
And that's where we end the session.
Did everybody log experience? Just to
Yes.
double check.
I did.
Did the lizard
How
get?
much?
Did lizard get experience?
It was 3 XP. Did Lizzie get XP? He's got loads of XP, Jesus.
I don't know if he got 3
Someone
more
should
though.
level him up at some point.
Who's in charge of that? Is that my job?
I fixed it.
You could probably tell him what to stat into. Riley probably could. Tell him what to kind of train or something. Or you could just, yeah.
I can train Lizard. I love this.
You can.
You are a Pokemon trader.
Can a Pokemon be a trainer too?
I think this might be a Pokemon Ranger sort of situation here. Or maybe an Orcodian, actually,
I
coming
mean,
to think of it.
I don't know if anybody knows, but Tucker kind of accepted the idea that Brooks sort of is alpha now. So, kind of yes, I'd say Pokemon trader thing could work.
I don't know if this is the thing that's been accepted between Riley and Lizard. I think it just might be implied at this point.
It's applied, absolutely. Heavily implied.
Thank you all for such a wonderful session. And also, oh, the sweet catharsis after last time.
Yeah. Good to have a wind. Good that this was a wind down session, considering. Well, we had this one
Wind
so
down
soon
after the event.
And just all the tears and the things that needed to be said. And oh, hey, people shared memories finally.
Oh, okay. You know what? Here we go. Can I beg for an extra experience point because Tucker actually managed to intimidate Clyde?
Well.
Oh, come on. If we're going to do start begging now.
Apparently, I don't do this enough. So, yeah, I figured I'd pay as well as.
XP for tripping him and sticking the landing.
My size is W right now.
Imagine being size W.
Size W.
Size water.
Size water, yes. Kyrio, Tubby, do you want to beg me for an extra experience?
I already got mine.
Wait, you got extra experience?
Yeah, when I KO'd the Rattata.
Oh, right, that's true.
Alright.
Perfect.
Kyrio, quick, justify extra experience.
I'm an awesome leaner.
Okay. Extra experience point for you three.
I'm an awesome leader.
I am an easy to manipulate DM,
Wait.
unfortunately.
I actually upped my level rather than my experience. Derp.
There you go. I've given
Fix
Brooke
it.
the appropriate
Fix it.
size of over 9,000.
Yeah, get through.
What's everybody's level at, actually? 29, 24,
I'm at 22.
22,
So
29.
here's the thing. For many of you, you aren't actually that optimized build-wise, so that level does not necessarily make you as, say, combat powerful as the champions are. But they're combat-centric, which means they're crap in other situations.
As we've seen, I'm apparently very unintimidating,
I might
despite being very strong.
I'm quite honestly fine with Tucker's weird spread because I'm the guy that absolutely adored playing a red mage in Final Fantasy XI and just not ever being that good at any one thing that other party members could do, but at the same time I could just do anything I wanted.
I kind of like the
It's
idea
fun.
of Brooke having 2 in absolutely everything.
Middle of the road.
I mean, I'm pretty intimidating.
I am the least intimidating person on this team, and this upsets me a little bit.
Okay, what the fuck?
Maybe you...
Oh, that's weird. Fox Feather, who's been in the stream before, just randomly posted an address. What the hell? Okay. Fox, you
7
don't do
dice.
that.
5 dice. Yeah, everyone has like either 5 dice or 7 dice, and this is me with 4 on intimidate. I am so unintimidating. This sucks.
You're very small.
You
I'm
need
not,
to,
I'm not
very
even
fluffy.
small.
you need to
Wow.
bulk up.
I am fluffy. I can't argue that one. I see how you've drawn me.
No, it's because you're so skinny. You're not. You look.
I
like
am
you're
beautiful.
like-
How dare you? I'm
You
also
need
tough
to-
as nails.
You need to bulk up. You need to bulk up.
Beerus, the lucky egg only affects combat-based experience.
Also, we just got at the end of the session, so it probably wouldn't affect anything anyways.
yeah, you did just get it. It hasn't been decided who holds on to it.
I'm gonna definitely have to think about my case.
My vote
Yeah.
is still on Lizard right now.
Wait a minute. How much experience did I have at the start of this session? I think I added wrong.
You didn't have very much.
I was
you
very
upped it
broke
last
apparently.
time.
Yeah.
I had 0, so you know.
Maybe I guess I had 2. I thought I had 3 for some reason, which is why I'm like, should I have 7 now? But no.
I was gonna say, I thought you had 3 or 4.
Or 4.
No, I think I had 3.
Would anybody on the stream be so kind to watch the VOD back and just take a quick look at my sheet at the beginning? Let me know. I can also just adjust it in post if nobody wants to do that. If needed. What happened here? Oh, the graph. Okay, hold on. Didn't realize there was more art. What?
What? I don't...
Selena says, well, I'm actually a fan of my Granbull, but he's not very much not the crush type. The other one is, though, probably.
Right, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yes, it is bedtime for all of us. Thank you all
Night,
for the
everybody.
wonderful session and for watching.
Good night, Kyrio and Karserus and Eragon.
Right.
Well, I will end as soon as I figure out my experience. Well, now that the call is less important, I'm not concerned about breaking the audio by trying to load a video, so hold on a second. Gonna be loading back my VOD, finding out what the hell my experience was at, just to make sure we're all good. Also, Tubby, you still with me?
Yes.
Always the reliable one, you. Always the one that could just stay up late. That was a good session, though. It was good that we had a wind down one because, like, we had all this shit happen with delaying PMD and stuff. Well, not shit, you know, Pyro's movie. But having Pokerole back to back, very close to each other like this. We had it on Friday, then we had it here today. So with that short gap in between, it's kind of nice that this session it didn't actually involve a lot of combat and stuff. And yes, the other one, well, you know how she is, Tucky. Tucky. Yes, I do know. She was concerned to not see him in the final round, I think. The Ninetales, that is. Alright, so I'm going to quickly look this up. So what was that title suggestion that was dropped earlier? I forgot what it was again.
I'm sure it's in the chat still.
I can find it later.
I'm in the
Champions Respite. Thank you. Sorry, I just have a little notepad here. Both to see what the hell Fox was trying to do, as well as remember that title. Okay. Now I'm watching my VOD back. Let's see if I can find my character sheet zoomed into on this. That's always the hard part. Like, where do I zoom into my sheet? We didn't really do a lot of battle and stuff, so there's really not a lot of points I would have. Probably during the glide scene. But yeah, that was a good session. I guess Pokerole, Pokerole's back on its normal clip, by the way, so next session will be in 2 Wednesdays from now. We're back on that schedule where it's every other Wednesday, so everything gets less confusing from this point onward.
Nice, nice.
But let's see here. Boop. All right. I see Beerus. I'll investigate myself because I'd like to maybe address him if he's like, okay, I really can't find it, so I'm just gonna end the session here and worry about it in post. It's somewhere in the VOD, but I can't be arsed making you guys sit here while I try to figure it out. If my experience is incorrect, I'll be fixing it between sessions. So, well, right after this video ends probably. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna save the table. May as well save on this silly image. Actually, you know what? I want to save it on... Sure, we'll save it on this image. There. Not the happiest summary, but it is a summary all the same. There we go. And... saved. Okay. Well, Beerus, Fox can probably stay... I'll probably address this to Fox, which is why I'm wanting to research it. Like, I'll do it on Discord. But... would you like to close this out, Tubby?
Alrighty.
You've been promoted.
Excellent. Thank you for watching the Poke Pioneers. Be sure to tune in next week for more exciting adventures with me and the crew.
That could be more perfect. Alright. Good night, guys. I'll see you on Friday for what the hell am I doing Friday? Oh yeah, Halifront. No, Pulsar. So more multiplayer shenanigans on Friday, except for these ones involve space and are more shenanigans. And they're either more or less shenanigan-y. The Pokerole. They're certainly both very shenanigan-y multiplayer sessions. I have to say that much though. But yes. Good night, everyone. I will see you on Friday.